There we go. Hey guys.
E.
Welcome to
This is our meme review.
It is, in fact, a meme review.
But we're not copying PewDiePie at all. This is our meme kind of meme review where we're just talking about dead ones.
Yes, we're already talking about dead. We're talking about already dead ones.
Yeah. Very dead ones.
Yeah.
Anyway, we apologize in advance, but we have a personnel be coming in and out of the room, so we may have to pause a few times. And we apologize in advance for that. Anyway, so one of the memes that I found to die, the quickest one, was probably the unicycling frog meme.
Dat Boy?
If you remember that,
Dat
Boy, yeah. That was both the oldest and one of the dumbest memes. But it made no... A lot of memes do tend to make sense for some reason. You know, a lot of them do, but not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the unicycling frog made no sense. Every time I saw it, though, for the longest time, I couldn't help but crack up at it. And then the letters meme. E. F. H. Z. Like, all the letters are memes on their own. And the first one was E.
No, the first was B.
Was it B?
B.
Oh, was poppin' B.
Yeah.
A was poppin' B.
Because it would be A, what's poppin'? B.
Oh,
And then just reverb.
super loud.
And no, ear rape and reverb. Just
Oh,
B.
it's super loud.
What's poppin'? B. It was like shotgun.
And then there's like everyone's favorite meme, the EA Sports meme.
Where it stops at E.
It's E.
E.
And that's it. And that's where that meme came from. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Then we got the classics like from that. It was Chris Rock and Vanilla Ice, I think. Not Vanilla Ice. Ice Cube. Where they're sitting on a porch and some kid was swearing at him like really heavily, and they're like, "Damn!" like loud as hell. That was like one of the oldest ones that I knew of.
Yeah, I still laugh anytime I see that because I'm just like, that's a nostalgia from when I just started actually knowing what memes were, because I didn't know for the longest time. I did not have access to the internet for a long time.
Yeah, I had only computers, and I can only do like homework and then YouTube once in a while.
I never watched YouTube until the 7th grade.
But I hate to admit, but most of the YouTube I started watching was porn. Like softcore shit. I don't know how, but a little 6 or 7-year-old me, not even that young, I was probably like...
Oh, uh-oh.
Hold on.
All right. One
Hold
second,
on.
guys. Sorry.
I figured somebody would be here.
Yeah. We are back.
Alright, sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
But, yeah. So, yeah. Believe it or not, first YouTube videos I ever watched were softcore porn.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't need that information.
Well, we're talking about memes, and my existence is a meme. So here we are. Or, what was that one I'm thinking of? Every time I think of it, it makes me chuckle. The bootleg Buzz Lightyear toy, where it's like the one that your brother's friend downstairs had mentioned. When the Scooter's coming in and your Skechers light up, it's the Buzz Lightyear just that weird off in the distance stare with that open mouth, like, oh. Every time I see it, it just makes me laugh. It's just stupid funny. I just have a text, ignore it.
Oh.
I have a text, that's all. Just let it go. But, yeah. Oh, this episode is dedicated to the king of memes, Mr. Stephenson.
Yes, of course.
We dedicate this to him.
We dedicate this.
This is our.
This is the most serious tone we're gonna go on. We definitely 100%, and we're not making this as a joke. We're actually kind of serious about this.
Yeah, because he made a lot of our childhoods a lot funnier.
Yeah.
I used to watch it when it first came out, Lazy Town. I used to watch it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But the only problem with me though, when I was a kid, I was an evil child. I didn't like heroes when I was a kid. I liked the villains or the anti-heroes, which is why I glued the Hulk so much, is because he was a nicer guy, but he was a destructive force. And I liked Robbie better than I liked Sporticus or any other characters. glued to Robbie, so it meant a lot to me.
Yeah, but back into our topic.
Yeah, into our memes.
Dead memes.
The the void meme. I believe it's called the void meme, where they have something. It goes and you see something flying through like space, and just it's usually like the first one I saw was the cat with the flower on its head. That's the girl speaking Japanese. Da, 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 it's flipping out.
Yeah.
And then we got the new ones. I saw this boat in half. That's a new one.
Yeah, those ones are just dying out, actually.
I'm glad that it's a good, funny joke at first, but when you hear it too much, it's just,
Oh.
Ah, damn it. Again?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah. 1 sec, sorry.
Out the window.
Yeah. We're back now, sorry.
We are back now. But anyway, so the first meme I think I was ever exposed to was a Harry Potter meme, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and it was from somebody had distorted. They had learned how to use Photoshop. It looked like some kindergartner had done it, and it was like when your dad's also your dad's mom, and it made like no sense, or like some stupid shit, and it had Harry Potter's face, but it was like morphed, so it looked like his face was upside down and inverted, so everything was like just some monstrosity just looking back at you. I was like, oh my god. And that was like the first one I was ever exposed to. And it wasn't even like a newer Harry. It was like first movie Harry. So it was like... And then we gotta talk about the ear rape memes.
I think that's our next one, yeah.
We got a lot of ear rape memes. Just before we started recording, we were working on watching a video of ear rape memes.
Oh, come on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. They're doing something at the same time as we're trying to do this. We would. Yeah, sorry. We're back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We're back.
I think we're good now.
We're back. Yeah. We're back.
We were balls deep in that one. Sorry about that. So we're back now. But yeah, before we started this, we were watching a constant. There's a 15-minute, 49-second video of just constant ear rape. They're my favorite memes because they're mostly just jarring. Because I remember the worst ones, and I know you've had this where you're on iFunny and it's featured, and you put the audio on and you have your volume up too high, and then just that loud Pornhub moaning sound, and you're like, "Fuck!" You just punch your.
I had to go off in a class. The worst part. Okay,
the worst.
No, the worst part was the teacher didn't know what it was. But I had my Switch on top. I had my Nintendo Switch, and I had my phone on top of it because I just stopped playing The Binding of Isaac because I was like, okay, I just beat this. This challenge. I'm gonna put the Switch down, watch it. But we were sitting watching a movie, and the movie. He stopped the movie. He was about to turn off. He turned on all the lights, and he's going on his kind of closing speech, and it was the last class of the day. You know I'll tell you the teacher after, of course.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'll open featured. I opened the first one.
Loud ass, super echoey moaning. Oh my god. I can tell you one story about that, where it happened. I was in my freshman year of college. My headphones were broken, so I had to, do it silently, because I couldn't do whatever. I forgot my volume was all the way up from listening to music the night before, so I went to go play the volume of the thing without doing it. 3 seconds of that moan, and I almost broke my phone from how hard I pushed the mute button again. And by the time I got to it, everyone was looking around trying to figure out where it came from, and I was so embarrassed. I shrank down into a shriveled little shrimp, just don't look over here, please. It was so ridiculously loud.
Did they figure out it was you?
No. Luckily, no one figured it out because I stopped it so quickly that no one even was able to look and figure out, because it's a huge room. It was echoey. But I was like, oh, I almost died. But, and then, a lot of the ear rape stuff, if you watch ear rape compilations on YouTube, A lot of it is just heavy bass boosting. It's not that loud. Ear rape and bass boosted videos are two separate genres
of memes.
Of memes, yeah, which is weird that we're getting into the science of memes now. The bass boosted stuff is just a lot of sounds, but it's not that loud. The ear rape is they just jack up the volume on an audio clip, have a red filter, and violently shake it around for a couple of seconds while it's playing. Like one of my favorite ones to watch is I got this in the middle of a compilation. I had my headphones off. I was just playing it out loud, and then just newt loud as shit. It just blew out my speaker that was playing it over. And I was like, "Oh, it's midnight!" I just paused as quick as I could. I was like, "Oh my god." It was so embarrassing, but I felt so bad.
Oh man.
Come on.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, we're back. That was the last time they're coming in.
Yeah, that should be it. But, what was I saying?
The genre of memes.
Oh, yeah. There's the bass booster, which is just loud sounds, which you get a lot.
God dang it.
Again.
There it is.
This is why.
We're back.
Anyway, so
let's go down the topic of meme genres.
Yeah, we've got the music to something stupid genre. We've got the random thing that makes no sense yet is somehow funny genre. The ear rape genre, the heavy bass boost genre,
and
the E genre.
The stupid humor or just random sound
that just happens to be funny in this situation. Like before we started up again, we paused for a little while just to catch up on some memes, just to make sure that we got the best experience for you guys.
Because there's stuff like crunch. And that's I would class that under random sounds, seeing as
that's
makes
actually
it.
its own thing called content aware scale.
Yeah.
Where it's a distorted video and audio.
Because of content aware scale.
Yeah. It's hilarious. And then we were watching one earlier where it was the Stranger Things end credit sequence song, I think it was. Da 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 da. I think that's Stranger Things.
No, it's not Stranger Things.
It has to be. What else would sound like that? It sounds just like Stranger Things. I am pretty sure it's Stranger Things. If it's not, somebody correct me, but...
It's not, I know that.
I think it is, but we're going to go with it is, because I'm pretty sure, but I might be wrong. But, yeah,
sorry.
We were watching one where it was this guy playing Mario in Mario Kart, who every time he got hit, it'd play a loud bass-boosted thump, and then it'd play the song and get progressively louder the longer it went. Oh, this poor guy. He got hit like 8 times, I think. He was like in first place. He got hit by a shell.
The blue shell.
And then he got hit by like 6 other shells. And then got knocked off the stage.
And then respawned and then hit back off again.
Oh, man, that sucks. And then the entirety of Fortnite's a meme. It's its own meme.
Yeah, it's its own meme genre, but it's like on fire.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it.
Nor am I.
I'm not a fan of first or third person shooters. But, you know, to each their own.
What about second person?
Second person? There is no second person shooter.
That'd be an interesting thing. You can't see in front of you, you can only see behind you.
That'd be annoying.
You'd be walking around backwards. I mean, that'd probably be the best tactic.
Yeah. But, first person is you. He or she would be second person, so I guess first person shooters are you're the player from their perspective. Third person
is just behind them.
You know, Fortnite's a second person shooter. Because you're playing as the character, but you're not in the you're not physically the character. You're observing them. Third person would be like Gmod, where you're an omnipotent god controlling everything, and you're just experiencing what they're doing on their own.
Yeah.
That would be a third-person game.
True.
And then there's and there's no fourth-person thing, so you can't really do that because fourth person isn't a thing. I don't think it is, at least.
That's where you manipulate everything, and it's all to your...
Basically God, which there isn't a game like that, I don't think, where you can literally control every single aspect of it. It'd be a very hard game to program where you can do anything in it.
Yeah.
It'd be very hard. Insert boob here. Oh, there was a meme that I love that we didn't actually get a chance to look at. It was, fuck! And then the car horn. Dick.
Dick.
I think the Game Grumps deserve their own category. They're not, but they deserve one. Because if you listen to any of their stuff, like I listen to religiously, all their stuff is meme material. If you take it out of context, like their whole video swear words that they made up. Oh, mahogany tape, Ralph Macchio, dill pickle. It's just they're excellent. So this is their own content.
Yeah.
And then there's all the Kickstarters ever, which is why this music is playing. This is like the music for every Kickstarter ever.
We don't even go on to the whole content of this video.
Oh, yes. And then, of course, the B-movie.
Which is its own.
That is also...
Yes, we're all cousins. Sweet home.
Sweet home Alabama. That's a really messed up meme, though. Let's talk about the memes that are bad. In the sense that they're not funny, but they're like, you shouldn't be joking about that. Like the school shooter memes.
School shooter memes.
That's the 9/11 memes. Like, there's a lot of those. Like, where it's like, crashes into 9/11 buildings. It's like, no.
Yeah, I was actually talking to someone. They sent me a meme. I'm just like, they stripped me a school shooting meme right after one happened.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, that's not funny. And they're just like, so when you joke about death, wanting to die, it's okay. It's okay. And I'm just like,
no, it's really not.
It's not. But at this point in time, yes, it is. And he's like, yeah, it's so this is. It's just like, yeah, not when one just happens.
Here's
like,
the thing, though.
No, it's still funny. Then,
in
your logic, and I'm just like,
what I think, if you're a person that's like, oh man, I want to die, and it's like a joke, and you really don't, you're just saying that because it's out of context, just kind of humorous. You're talking about you.
Yeah.
And you're allowed to make fun of you. Like, like me, I always joke around, I'm a fat piece of shit, and I'm allowed to say that. It's not funny to me, because I'm making fun of myself, but I'm using it to humor everyone around me. I think it's funny, because it makes no sense out of context. Like, we're just sitting having a conversation, it's like, I'm a fat piece of shit out of nowhere. But it's fine. But when it's like a school shooter thing, it's like, people actually died. Those are real people that died. 9/11, same thing. People actually died.
Here's the thing. In that conversation with them, here's the greatest part of it. And that is, they said, this. I'm not defending people. I'm not defending murders. And then immediately, the whole rest of the conversation became paragraph messages of him defending murder.
Yeah, that's no.
And I was just like,
you can't do that. But,
and then he also told me to get rid of my channel and restart it.
Rip.
And I'm just like,
no.
I'm not listening to you.
Yeah, just ignore him.
He's also heavily religious, so it's like extremely ironic as well.
Oh, there is a thing, that Pumped Up Kicks song that somebody added to the Columbine footage. That pissed me off.
Yeah.
That was a tragedy. That changed the education system forever.
Yeah.
Because beforehand, it was like, you had typical school security, like one or two guys going around just making sure nobody does any drugs or anything. But now it's like, they keep track of you. And some schools even, like, search you before you go into campus now. because of all the school shootings that happened. And it's like, that was the one that started it all. And it's like, no. Same thing with airports. The airport security was not that so terrific before 9/11, but it was there. But the event made it so much worse. Like, now it's like it takes an hour to get through the security because you have to strip yourself basically naked. And
you can actually cut the music out for this bit.
Yeah,
because this is taking a little bit more of a serious turn, and I think it should, because this is just this portion. We'll just cut out the music for now. You can respond to a text message if you want to, because I kind of want to rant a little bit here.
Go ahead.
But yeah, it's kind of just hard to kind of go into these topics, especially for like people who were alive to witness it and had people and family, and just the thought of, especially with 9/11, is just like, or parents of students that died.
Yeah, that's
to school shootings and stuff.
Memes are
what
all
if
fun.
you were one of them? Yeah. What if your kid that you loved, let's say you're the woman in this relationship, you're the one that was pregnant with them for 9 months, you carried their butts for that long, you went through the pain of labor, and you became the physical, emotional, and mental attachment to your child, to have them taken from you by another student.
And,
and now people joke about it.
Memes are all fun and games for the most part, but when they start getting into stuff that, really fuck people up, shootings and mass murders, terrorism, don't make fun of that.
Yeah.
It's one thing, the meme that came out back when ISIS was, a huge problem back in, 2014, 2015, where it was, that stupid white chick in New York that was like, oh, you messed with me, I'm gonna kill you, and they're talking about ISIS, I'm gonna kill all you ISIS motherfuckers, and going on and on about it. That was okay because you're shitting on a horrible terrorist group that deserves to go, but,
Alright!
I'll have to cut that.
Anyways, it's fine. We don't need to cut it.
But anyway,
sorry that... Yeah, thanks guys so much for watching or listening.
Sorry about that dark turn at the end, but I hope the Barry B. Benson face the whole time made it at least a little bit better.
Yeah, I was trying so hard throughout the whole thing because I kept looking at the screen to see, for some reason, to see if it was still recording, even though I couldn't see it the whole time.
Whoops.
So I was like, half the time looking at it, just trying to not laugh, because it's the full face now.
Yeah, it's the whole face, just whole screen.
Yeah.
Awesomeness. Anyway, so tomorrow we're gonna have a fun day, but tonight we're done. It's late, so we gotta go.
Yeah, we're done for the night.
But thank you all for listening. Have a good evening.
Bye, guys.